in this video, I am going to be going over the exact 4-step funnel that we've implemented into our business, what we've implemented into our clients' business, and other agency owners have implemented this to scale their business to multiple 5 figures every single month, right? This framework here is only applicable to you if you're charging high ticket. So if you've got a low ticket where you don't need someone to have a call with you, or you need to verify someone to be able to collect payment or give them whatever service you're offering them or product you're offering them, this wouldn't be applicable. But if you do fall across the side of you're charging a high ticket, that being 3,000 plus, then you will fall under this category, right? So the main aim behind this funnel is to convert people from a cold lead, right, onto a client. And the idea behind that is by having a 4-step funnel process. So this is where we have 4 different pages, okay? A lot of people currently are using link trees, links in their bios, websites. Unfortunately, this doesn't convert for high ticket products. This is why you do need to have a funnel. And it seems like I sound like a broken record if you've seen any of my content anywhere else, but the reality of it is, if you don't have a funnel, that is the first sign that you're doing everything completely wrong, okay? So hopefully you can watch this video and get some value from it. So as you can see from here, there is a 4-step process. And the first thing is understanding where people come from, okay? Actually, let me wipe this off and redo it so it's a little bit better, so we have more space, right? So the first step is understanding client acquisition and attention, as we always say all the time. Okay, so you have these 4 steps in here within your funnel page. So essentially, they all connect, right? You're going to take one person from one page to the next page. And that is the aim of this, without too much manual effort, without missing out on any leads, and using the right tactics within the funnels to make sure that people stay on the funnel all the way to the end, book the call, come on the call, and close on that call. But initially, if you don't have people looking at your funnels, you don't have people looking at your funnels. So this is where we have various social platforms like Facebook over here, like Instagram, like Twitter, right? Like LinkedIn and any other social platform that you might use. But TikTok, for example, even though TikTok conversion isn't that great for high ticket, it's a platform that potentially people can use to funnel people onto somewhere else. But Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, which is a very good one, are pages that you can definitely funnel people into your initial page within this 4-step funnel, right? So this 4-step funnel will start with an opt-in page, okay? And the idea behind the opt-in page is a gatekeeper, right? This protects you from people that aren't really in alignment with what you're offering. And we do this by having a value proposition headline within here, right? So for example, if you're a career coach, right, and you were offering career coaching for people that were leaving university, for example, right? You would then have a value proposition headline that says, enabling people leaving a university, blah, blah, blah. People leaving university into transitioning into a 9-to-5. That would be a value proposition headline. And above it, you'd be able to state out who exactly you're wanting to work with. We're going to go a little bit deeper. There's examples, visual examples that you can leverage and use for your agency, for your coaching business, for your consulting business, whatever it is you do, right? But first step of the funnel is the opt-in page. And then after that, we've got a video sales letter page, right? The idea behind this video sales letter is to specifically explain to the potential clients that are interested, that got past the opt-in page, exactly what you offer. And then from this, they can make a conscious decision, right, to go on to the booking page, okay? And then from this booking page, the idea is to get them on a call, right? And that is exactly the 4-step funnel from a bird's eye view. And understanding this really makes it so much simple, because you can understand what sequence you want your ideal client to go through. And each step has some sort of gatekeeping. So by the time they're on the call, the people you're speaking to are as qualified as possible. And that is the main aim of a funnel, right? You want to get the ideal people you want to work with through your sequence by giving them everything they need on that funnel with enough conviction, with enough testimonial, with enough proof of concept, and just make it as seamless as possible to get them on the call. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go onto our specific funnel and show you exactly how we do this with our funnel, right? So you can take some inspiration from this, whichever industry or whichever niche you're looking at working in, you can leverage this system. Okay, so first step of the funnel, as you can see from here, guys. Okay, the first step of the funnel, which is the opt-in page. So let me just write this here. So this is the opt-in page, and within the opt-in page, you can see from here, it's very simple. And the one thing you need to understand with the high ticket world, the high ticket business section, whether you're a coach, agency owner, service-based business consultant, whatever it is you do, it doesn't need to look aesthetic. And that's where a lot of people get it wrong. They think their funnel needs to look pretty, their funnel needs to, look the best. Realistically, you're going to find some of the worst funnels out there, but those are the funnels that convert the best. We do try to keep ours as aesthetic as possible and aesthetically pleasing, but the reality of it is there is some reasons as to why certain things are placed where they're placed, right? So the first thing first is calling out, right, your ICP, right? And this is your ideal client profile. These are the people that you exactly want to work with, okay? I-ticket agencies and coaches. These are the people we work with, and those are the only people we want to work with because we like to work with people on a more long-term basis, right? And for it to be worth our time, we want people that charge high ticket because more measurable, you get better clients, you make more money, and everything's just better for everyone, okay? So the first thing you want to do is call out your ICP within that first statement, and that's what this pre-headline does for you. So as you can see here, you have the pre-headline there. And then the next thing is you give your exact offer, right? Scale your business to 20K per month in 90 days or less, right? And this will be your exact offer. And I know a lot of people are like, that is not an offer. Yes, it is, because a lot of people get it wrong by showing the mechanism as the offer. The offer is completely different from the mechanism. The offer is from point A to point B. The mechanism is how you do it, whether that's building them funnels, building emails, writing emails, doing the copy, doing the automation, all of that good stuff on the back end. Or if you're a coach, you teach them flipping trading, you teach them, this is awful, isn't it? You teach them trading, you teach them scalping, you teach them getting funded, right? All of that good stuff, right? These are the mechanisms that you can show someone there, right? And then after that, you have a button in here. So what this button does is a CTA, okay? That's the call to action. That's what you actually want them to do. So when someone's looked at this and said, okay, high ticket coaches and agency owners, yes, that's me. Scale your business to 20K per month in 90 days or less. Yes, I want to do that. What do? You click the button by showing me how. Okay, and that's what that button does. It's a call to action for anyone that's on your page that's came across that's applicable to the ICP and wants the offer that you're presenting to them right there and then. And this is the first step of everyone's funnel. Whether you're a coach or a consultant or you're an agency owner, you need to have an opt-in page similar to this that shows people exactly what they're getting, okay? And then what we also add here is a Trustpilot link, right? And obviously as a beginner, you might not have any Trustpilot reviews, you might not have any testimonials, nothing like that, that's fine. But the minute you do want to have a Trustpilot, because what this does, it is recognized, right, by everyone. Everyone knows what a Trustpilot is. And it just gives you, right, more credibility, okay? Credibility, right? Gives you credibility within the space. And don't forget, a lot of people you're going to be working with don't actually know you from anywhere. So having a Trustpilot there allows you to show credibility from other people's experiences, shows that you're not playing a small game, you're playing a big game. Because Trustpilots are for big businesses, right? And if you perceive yourself and hold yourself as standard of a big business by having a Trustpilot, having Google reviews, having people that could actually go and look you up online, whether that's for a website, for a funnel, this changes the entire game for you, and client acquisition becomes so much more easier. So this is the first step of the opt-in page, okay? Of the entire 4-step funnel, the opt-in page. You have an ICP, you have an offer, you have a CTA, and you had some credibility on that page, okay? So now what we're gonna do from there, what happens after you hit this button, okay? So once you've hit this button, what you want to do is a little bit more information from the person you're working with, because you don't want them to just go on to the rest of your funnels, right? This is the part where you can actually start to track who's interested in what you're offering them. So you ask people for their full name, right? Their email and their phone number. And this is where you start to build a profile for yourself, whether for your client, for your marketing, right? So you can reach out to these people, or you start to get data for your paid ads later on, okay? So you start to get paid ads, you start to get data for your paid ads later on, because we can use this data to create ideal avatars to then run Facebook ads to later on, even if they don't buy from us, right? This is why having data from the people that show interest, regardless of whether they purchase or not, is very important. So once they've clicked show me button over here, right, what we want to do is collect their details, their full name, email, and phone number. And then for us, because we work with primarily 3 different people, right, 4 tips over to, we want to funnel them into different things, whether that's different VSLs, different videos, different email sequences, different automations, different resources as well, different links we want to send them. It's a bit more complicated with what we do because we work with a few different people. But when you're starting off, it's best to start off with one avatar, one niche, one focus, and then you just go all in within that space, right? So you wouldn't have to set up multiple automations and sequences on the back end of your entire funnel as well. But essentially, you can add some qualification here, right? Depending on what niche you're in. So if, for example, right, you're a career coach, right? I don't know, I'm running with career coaches a lot recently, but you could essentially talk about what industry, whether finance, right? If that's all you offer, tech, right? Or what would another one be? I don't know, finance, tech. What's another space that's big? Law, for example. And that's very random, but yeah. So with that, you could qualify people before they actually get to go to the next step of the funnel. So that's what we use it for. And then once they go to the next step of the funnel, this is where the work actually starts, okay? This is where you take your offer a little bit further. So from our funnel, you can see here, once again, we've got the ICP in here, right? Agency owners, coaches, consultants, service-based business, right? We've got our ICP in there. So they know who we're talking to when they're coming on this funnel. There's no doubt about it. It's for you guys. So are you going to listen or are you not, right? And then we give the offer. Learn how we can implement our growth engine framework into your business to book 3+ calls per day, right, in the next 10 days, okay? And we've got the framework here, okay? So that is what the value proposition headline should look like. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so that's what the value proposition headline should be like. Use this to get this in this time. That's how you're going to position your value proposition headline. Learn how we can this in your business in this time to get this, right? You can move that around however you wish, but that is what a standard value proposition headline should be. And then you can have a post headline there, right? And that post headline, what we generally do with that, right, is just make sure that we clarify some beliefs that they might have, right? So they're probably going to say, oh, it's probably some outdated strategy, probably going to be cold calling, probably going to be email outreach, email marketing. Then we can then state that it's not going to be outdated strategies in there. And after that, we're going to have our VSLs here as well. So this is a video sales letter, right? And I don't even know why I tried to write that in there. But essentially, what this video sales letter is for is to tell people exactly who we're helping, how we're going to help them, who we've helped before, and what their next steps are after they've watched that video. And in between that, you're going to add testimonials as well. And the main thing you want to do with a video sales letter is get somebody from unaware to aware, right? So they don't know what problems they have. And what this video sales letter is meant to do is to highlight the problem for them, because they're living life, right? Don't forget, you literally posted the content, you tell them, click the link in my bio, and then you told them, is that you? And you want to do this? Okay, right? This is how we're going to do it. We're going to implement our growth engine framework into your business. So they're going from unaware to aware. So now they're at this point where it's like, okay, cool, that's me. That's what I want to do, right? This is me. This is what I want to do, right? And then say, okay, cool, what do you have to say? And then from the video, the idea behind the video is that you then convey the messaging as well as possible, so they understand what exactly they're going to be getting if they do decide to work with you, okay? And the main thing with a VSL is pain. And I know this is going to sound dark, but it's the reality of it, right? People, right, move when in pain. If it doesn't hurt, you're not going to move, right? And that is where you highlight the pain on the VSL. You're going to highlight the fact they don't have something that they really want, and the solution to get that thing is by working with you, okay? And that is the main essence of a VSL and the main essence of an entire funnel. Because if you're selling something to someone, you believe that they need that thing because you've done the work to be as good as you can with that service or whatever it is you're delivering on, your coaching or your offer, right? And the main thing you want to do is by explaining to them through the VSL that you need me to get you to where you want to go next. And not only that, it's hurting you. You need to move, right? And that's what the VSL does briefly, right? It's probably going to be like a 5-minute VSL, some 20, some 30 minutes, depending on how long you want your VSL to be. I'm not really going to go into scripting VSL in this video. I'm just showing an overview of the funnel, right? But that is what the VSL page looks like, right? You call out your ICP once again. You have a value proposition headline up top, and your VSL highlights the pain, and you show them the gap and where they need to go to get that gap filled, which is by booking a call with you in the next page, right? And then the button, once again, CTA, right? And as you can see here, we use the Trustpilot a lot because we have people we've worked with all over this picture here. So this Trustpilot links to our Trustpilot. So once again, just gives more credibility, okay? And tap to watch the full video below, above, because with the CRM that we use, it's normally on mute, right? So just clarify that every action that needs to be taken is clarified on each step of the funnel, okay? And then once that's done, you've got your calendar in here, okay? And then from your calendar, people go ahead and book in the time slot that they want to work with you. You've got some qualification questions in here. I'm probably not going to run through those in this video, but as you can see, once people book in a call, then you have a confirmation video. And what this confirmation video does is just increases, right, show up rate, okay? And what this does, it just means that you get a higher show up rate, and people actually make sure they're coming on the call because there's that additional layer of conversation. And within this, you explain a little bit further what they're meant to expect on that call, right? And then from this, obviously you have the sales call, right? And then payment and onboarded or whatnot, okay? Obviously not going to run through this right now. I'll probably end up making a separate video on that. Okay, but that essentially is the 4-step funnel process, okay, that we follow. We have the opt-in page. This is where we make sure our ICP understands where they want to go to and what we're offering in a broader sense, right? And then there's a button, a CTA, that takes them here where they have to put their details in. You can qualify them a little bit further depending on what frameworks you want to run on the back end, right? And then you have the VSL page with the ICP once again being called out, VPH, value proposition headline, as well as the VSL here, okay? And you highlight the pain in that VSL as much as you can. That is the whole point of a VSL. You want people to understand they need your help and they need to book that call to get your help, okay? And once that's done, you take them to the booking page where there's some qualification questions in here. Just qualify them that they're the right person that you want to work with, whether that's monetary qualification, what they're doing right now, how much they're making, how much they want to make, just various things like that, and just qualifying. Have they tried anything in the past? Various stuff like that, where you can qualify someone and disqualify them from booking the call or allowing them to go ahead and actually come on the call, okay? And then a confirmation page at the end, like a thank you page, saying thank you for booking the score. This is what to expect on the call, and I'll see you on the call. So that is the 4-step framework funnel that we use every time and we implement into other people's businesses. Like I said, if you're too deep into your business and you know, actually, I don't want to do this by myself, because there is additional layers. There's the emails, there's the automations, there's the copy, there's various other things that does go into this. But from like an overview standpoint, this is exactly what most, if not all, high-ticket businesses needs in their business. There's obviously other funnels, other processes, tripwire funnel, lead magnet funnel, opt-in funnel, various other type of funnels that we could implement as well. But if it is something that you're interested in, go ahead and book in a call below. And if you do want this exact framework, we do have a lower ticket version where we have 22 different funnels that you can copy and paste into your business, sell to your client's business, and use however you wish. That link will be below as well. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.